From Montana's news leader, this is the MTN Noon News.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us on the Noon News. I'm Andrea Lutz. It's been an investigation spanning several months, but new video could help solve a possible arson case in Bozeman. We'll have that story in a minute, but first. Congress is expected to hold a key vote in Washington today to fund the government. Here's today's leading look. Democrats say a tentative deal has been reached to avoid a government shutdown, but funding is expected to run out by midnight tonight. A deal will keep agencies operating, but it doesn't address that looming deadline to raise the debt ceiling. The World Health Organization says the number of COVID cases worldwide is going down and deaths are also falling. All regions reported a decline except for Europe. A health center in Sidney, Montana is getting help dealing with the influx of COVID-19 patients. In fact, 4 National Guard members are being sent there to help with medical officials. And that's today's leading look.
It is the final day of September, wrapping up on a dry note. On that note, we do have the latest drought data that has come in, and it's not great news, folks. We still remain in some form of drought for the entire state and down in northern Wyoming as well. In fact, 27 states experiencing moderate drought or even worse. Now, we've seen some improvement near Butte. It's gotten actually a little drier around Great Falls, and up in the northeast corner of Montana, we've seen a bit of improvement as well. We don't have a lot of rain in the forecast moving forward. We do have a very weak frontal boundary pushing toward our region. Maybe by tomorrow morning we could see some rain in the northwest corner of the state. Does the rest of the region get any rain? I'll let you know coming up.
It's an investigation that's dated all the way back to May, when Belgrade City Police as well as the Central Valley Fire Department both say they believe this fire that started here at this car wash just off of Jackrabbit Lane is believed to have been caused by arson. And now they've revealed the surveillance camera footage that shows why they believe that. Take a look. Now, according to investigators, the report says back then in May that the fire reported around 3:30 in the morning on that Sunday morning. It was reported that it began in a stack of boxes of plastic plumbing pipe here at Rocky Mountain Car Wash. Now, the flames burned up the walls along plastic concrete forms used in the construction of the car wash itself. The fire then spread to the wooden roof and to each bay of the car wash as burning wood fell from the roof. Evidence back then allegedly indicated that an unknown individual entered the mechanical room, as you saw in the video, and again you can see it now where the boxes were located, and then ignited that fire and then ran away on foot. And that started the investigation. The property loss itself is estimated to have been around $750,000. And again, no firefighters or investigators were injured in this incident. They hope, Belgrade City Police hope, that with the release of this footage, they are one step closer to finding out who did this.
It's important because we're trying to develop additional leads, trying to hopefully get some resolution for the folks whose property was damaged. We want to get the right people held accountable for what happened. We're hoping that the public might have some information that can lead us to the person or people that we need to talk to.
Now, anyone who has any information is asked by the Belgrade City Police to call them at 406-388-4262. Here in Belgrade, Cody Boyer, MTN News.
The economic hardship brought on by the pandemic, coupled with the lack of affordable housing, has left many people in Butte with nowhere to go.
There's 2 pandemics. One is the COVID virus. The other is this rash of homelessness. It's all across the United States.
The Butte Rescue Mission's Center for Hope is taking in more people who have no permanent place to stay.
The year 2020, we were at about 70% capacity, and this year we're at about 90% capacity. So every night we are almost full.
One man came to Montana this summer to find work at Yellowstone Park, but he was unable to find affordable housing.
Everything was ridiculously expensive. I was used to paying maybe $75 a night for Holiday Inn, and then all of a sudden it's $320. You know, there was no way. So, I mean, after spending nights in bus stations and freezing my tailbone off, I finally found the shelter.
The Butte shelter has 56 beds, and management is seeking a grant to expand the facility and provide more services.
I think it's going to get worse before it gets better, and so we want to continue to expand our services to help people.
And while things got pretty dark, Brian Hovey says he's just grateful that Butte has a shelter to give him hope and a second chance to turn his life around.
I don't have much longer to live. I'm 71 years old. I got a bad heart, yes. But I want to make my last years on earth productive. I want to be a productive member of society. I don't want to just be, you know, a rotting corpse in an unknown grave.
And with winter coming, the shelter expects it'll be even busier. In Butte, John Amy, MTN News.